Hi, today I'm going to show you something that I think is a really life-changing feature within slides, and it's called Google Explore. So this can be really good for making really attention-grabbing and effective slides like this one that I created for the title slide of water pollution. So let me show you how you do this. First of all, you need to be in Safari. So go to Safari and open a new tab. And you're going to need to go to slides.google.com. So when you go there, you're most likely going to see a page like this. And when you come to this page, often what Google will do is direct you to the Slides app on your iPad. Now the problem is within the Slides app, you don't have the Google Explore feature. So we actually have to sign in on Safari on a browser, and we need to have the tabs along the top like you normally see within Safari, and we need to make sure that it's the right version so that you're not working within the Google Slides app. So to do that, if you tap on the two letter A's up where you see google.com in the top toolbar, then you need to go down to where it says request desktop website. So what this means is that you're going to have a view like you would on a desktop or a laptop or a MacBook rather than on an iPad. You will end up needing to sign in to your Google account. So sign in as you normally do. You should see your name appear. Click on it, and then it should direct you into Google Slides, which will look similar to this. So it will open up your Google Slides within Safari, and you'll have access to any of the slides that you've already created. Or, of course, you can make a new one. So let me show you now, once you've signed in into Safari, into Slides, what you can actually do. So we're going to take a look at this water pollution slide deck that I created, and I'll show you how you can create slides like this. So first of all, I'm going to show you one of the coolest features that I think inside Google Explorer, and that's to find images really quickly and easily, and you know that they're free to use. So in this slide and the next one, I have found some images, and they were found through Google Explorer. And if you tap on the pictures, you can see the link. So it gives you access to images that are free to use, and it embeds the link directly into the pictures. So you don't need to necessarily give credit to the pictures on another slide. They're already within your slide deck. So let me show you how you can find images. So I'm going to another slide here, and I want to find some images around river pollution. My title is Pollution in Rivers, but when I put in a search, I'll probably use the word river pollution because it will give better search results. So how do you go to Explore? Look down the bottom of the page and you'll see a little plus. Tap there, and it will give you some layouts that are suggested, and we'll look at those shortly. But you can see the search bar. This is where you put in your keywords. So I'm going to put in river pollution. Now this does give me search results just like you would in Google, but I'm interested in images because this is the most interesting feature and useful feature that I think is within Google Explorer. All of these images are free to use, and it will embed the direct credit and link inside the photos. So I'm just going to choose a couple of images here. I just tap on them and insert, and I'm going to do two photos to show you what else might happen, because it can rearrange the pages for you, which is really cool. So I'm going to click out of Explore right now, and you can see that the link is embedded inside that photo. Here's the other feature of Explore. Notice in the bottom of your screen now, Explorer has changed a little bit. That's because you've got images in the slides, so there's a few more things that are possible. Inside Explore, there's a feature called Layouts, and this will give you automatic layouts that Google has created to rearrange your photos to make them look better. So let's see what they look like. That one's pretty cool. We do want to make sure that it matches the theme of your presentation. So as long as you've got the blue and white color scheme, it will work. So we're going to look through and see which ones might look more effective. So I quite like the first one because it's keeping with that blue theme, or the second one, which has more white on the page, but it still has the blue color in the title. So I might go with the second option. Now what we'll need to be thinking about is still keeping some kind of consistency in our slides so that they're not random and they're more predictable for our audience, and that the color schemes definitely match. Let's take a look at what we can do on the other slides. So I'm going to go down to Explore, and here's some different layouts. So that's pretty cool that it rearranged them in a different way. Or if ocean pollution is the really important thing, something in the middle. This is more as a title slide perhaps. This one works, but it isn't the same color scheme as we've got in the rest of the slide deck. So we need to pay attention to that. And we do want to make sure that the images have the most important things visible, so like the Coke can and the plastic bottle. So as I look through these, I like this slide or the top one, but I think the images are the most important thing. So I'm going to go for this slide here. Now I'm going to tap on number 12 and see what happens, or what Google gives me as sample layouts. Again, if I'm going to keep some consistency, then this image here would be a good one, because now I have 3 slides that look very, very similar, and the images are nice and big, and they really capture the problem of pollution in oceans or in rivers. So notice how you can do that with the different slides, and that's exactly what I did with my title slide. I started with an image, and it gave me a different way of rearranging the pictures, and sometimes the photo can be the background of the slide as well. So there you go. There's 2 things in Explorer that are really, really useful. One, finding free to use images that have the credits embedded in the photo. And secondly, using it to rearrange your slides and design a different layout. So it gives you some different choices and templates that you can use.